Council member Felicia Cowden for your weekly council update. And so today on September 20th, we had, I felt like, a pretty uplifting council meeting. We began our day, the biggest piece of the beginning of the day was with the Hawaii Department of Transportation. The chair for that is Ed Sniffen. And so we heard about airports, harbors, and roads. And so on the airports, you know, they're still trying to look for a way to be updating the airport to make it a little bit more safe, more trans-Pacific as opposed to inter-island. Please tune in to our piece so you'll see the whole thing. I think what I'm the most excited about is the roads element, because we talked about the fires, we talked about different challenges, and that the airport, the roads department, they are going to be using some of their heavy equipment to do this vegetative maintenance. Evacuation plans were very important to me, especially when we've seen the tragedy that has happened recently in Maui. And so the Department of Transportation really exceeded my expectations, and that they are willing to be and are already beginning doing a lot of the fuel cutting along areas that are threatening, because it'll take a while to figure out how to do safe evacuation routes. What we can do is cut the fuel down so we don't have burning. So that was a big piece. We all asked different little questions about key elements of fixing our highway. Sounds like too there's been thoughts for trying to put Port Allen into being another harbor for bringing freight in and out, but that would be a $20 million cost. So reading through the lines, I don't think that one's going to happen. We also did something called Hawaii Road Usage Charge, and that is, instead of putting the tax on the fuel, how we'll start to shift to just doing taxes on road usage. There'll still be weight tax, but that way for really fuel-free cars like electric vehicles or highly efficient cars, they don't necessarily pay less for the roads because we're all using the roads, and very commonly older vehicles that have to use a lot more gas tend to be among those of us who have the least ability to pay. Those were the big things out of the Department of Transportation. Another very big discussion that we had to do with turning Waipoli, courtyards at Waipoli, having that be purchased for continued affordable housing. There's just a resolution, but we all enthusiastically passed it. Our council chair is away this week, but he even proposed that, so that went well. We did confirm our real property tax bill that we were working on for last year. We also did a resolution having to do with Digital Inclusion Week. What I want people to really pay attention to is, if you are economically challenged and can qualify, there's broadband access where you can get monthly support for your internet bill between $30 to $75 a month, and that might really make a difference for some people. Another piece that was in front of us today is reoccurring monies, but I just want to emphasize them. That's with the Executive on Aging, and we get different grants that help with adult daycare, case management services, assisted transportation, homemaker services, kapuna care, personal care, home delivered meals. And so if you have kapuna in your life, or you are a kapuna and you're struggling to figure out how to make things work, you can call 808-241-4470. You matter to us, you're very important to us, and we want to help you. So I would say those were the bigger highlights that jumped out at me. We did, a number of other ways where we got grants for different services that we provide regularly, but those were the big issues, the big items, and we had a full house, and it was really nice to have the community in the council being part of our decision making. So we aloha you. Thank you so much.